VTUK.
Whee! I've even unmuted everything. How good's that?
Amazing.
Yeah.
We're live then.
Yeah. Good evening and welcome to episode 342 of VTUK UK. It's Tuesday night. It is obviously Brownies has been cancelled, so Mark's with us. We're all here. Yay!
he's put away the brown owl uniform.
Yeah, and the shorts.
It's all very different to how I remember it.
But what, you used to go to Brownies when you were a kid?
No,
Really?
From what I remember of Brownies.
Oh, okay.
And I just dropped snotty cotton on the floor. Yeah, it just all
Ew.
seems very different. And Cubs is different and Scouts is different. And
Yeah.
it all just seems
Different?
Yeah.
Are the kids all smaller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, again, for Mark, they were always small anyway, so
Well, this is true.
huge amount of difference, to be fair.
Don't know.
Short asses.
Yeah.
He could have been a late bloomer and just carried on growing till he was 23. I don't know.
One of the few rare people that can call me a short ass.
Oh dear, all of us, to be fair. Bloody hell.
Not wrong with being a long pig.
No. Oh dear. So what's different about Brownies? Anything, or it just feels different?
It all just seems a bit wet now.
Wet.
And I mean that in a.
I was going to say, hold on a minute.
Hang on, whoa, let's rephrase that.
Steady.
Bring that one back. Bring that one back.
It all just seems a bit
Don't go there.
fucking soft. Oh, for fuck's sake! It all just. I'll just shut up.
Yeah, still wrong.
It just doesn't. It is just.
I remember playing British Bulldog when I was in the Scouts. We went on a scout camp, and I totally remember there was a hill and a hose pipe at the top, and literally all we did was hurl ourselves down the hill and created a mudslide. Could you imagine them doing that now?
No, because some dickhead had come in with a risk assessment and.
Yeah. That happened. Can't do that there.
It's just all a bit fucking wet nowadays. And
Our Arcala was she lived on an orchard, so her job was they'd got an orchard and they grew apples. So I remember one camp was literally in her orchard. It was awesome.
Well, and all you did was pick her apples for her.
We did pick apples. I remember having a it was a pink lady that was almost as big as my head. The damn thing was massive. And she was really annoyed because the supermarket didn't want to buy them because they were too big.
And for those that don't know, a pink lady is a type of apple. Before
Sorry.
Complaining. Talking about Michaela and her pink lady, you know.
Yeah.
So basically, it was just free labour, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Fair play. Again, you won't get away with that now.
No.
No.
But there you go.
You see, back in our day, it was just there were no rules. I don't recall them being rules. Just don't be a dick. They were the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a dick, you got bollocked by your arcade. It was simple as that.
Oh. We used to play proper British Bulldog.
We actually have British Bulldog banned at school because we used to rag the fuck out of people.
Yeah, I think it was banned at my school.
It was literally, and we didn't have a big school. There was probably, I don't know, 200 kids, and you'd have half the school on one side of the playground,
Yeah.
half the school on the other side, and it was just like, fucking have it, rah.
Yeah, but how did you play it? Because there was different rules depending on what school you went to, as to how you played it.
I think it was a bit.
There was
Wasn't the same as. I think we renamed it to Piggy in the middle in the end. So
okay.
Oh, no, we're not playing British Bulldog. We're playing. When you caught someone, when you took someone down, they were then part of the catch team.
Okay.
And then everyone went to one side and ran back.
But we had one version where you had to lift them off the floor. They had to have both feet off the floor. They weren't allowed to be touching the floor. So you had to physically lift them off the floor. And the other version was kind of like wrestling. You had to get both shoulders on the floor. And it depended. It's like, okay, which one are we doing?
See, nowadays you had to bleed to get on.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically just whoever won the fight. If it was the person tagging, then the other person was out, and if it was the person who got tagged, then they just carried on.
Marksky, good evening, Squire. You were?
Oh, and we played dodgeballs with bowling balls.
What?
Yeah.
The school allowed that?
Yeah. No, okay, I was joking on that one. But in our day, we were that hard. We played dodgeball with bowling balls.
Your school, 50 kids walking around every week with broken ankles. It's like cast on. Everyone's got a cast.
Yeah.
Right, I've got a question for you. Lindsay doesn't recall this. This was a boys' thing at school.
What, helicopter impression?
No, not helicopter impression. Shut up. Right. In your
You used to run around the playground going do diddle do diddle do diddle do 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 do.
Right.
Sorry.
You know the concept of a lending library.
A lending library. A library. They give you a book. You bring it and back.
No.
Right. So back in the day, do you recall a green area of wherever you went that was a lending library for porn?
Ah!
In the bushes, in the green, whatever it was, there was in the recce, as we called it, a selection of Mayfair, a selection of. Was that just us? Or...
No. There was. I never heard it referred to as a lending library. But
you didn't take it away. You read it in the bush. I'm guessing that's why it was in the bush, so people would see. But you
had to watch where you had to watch where you were stepping when you were in there. To be fair,
I'm worried about shooting, but okay.
Yeah, there was on the common. If you knew the right place, that's where they were spread about in the bush. Yeah.
See, I didn't make it up.
There was such a thing as bush porn.
Yes.
Bush porn, isn't that just like untrimmed?
Yeah, well, back in those days, most of the magazines were like that because it was like the older stuff from like the 70s that people had got rid of. So that's the sort of stuff you'd find in the bushes.
But it was airbrushed out.
No, it was just completely covered.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyway, I've been on 10 minutes. I've lowered the tone already.
We're already on porn. It's great.
The only way's down from here.
Oh dear. Oh. Mark, how's your week been? And what you vaping on? And I can't be asked with a question, so.
As far as the week goes, it's the kids. Yours have only just broke up, haven't they?
Broke up last Wednesday.
You see, ours have been off since. When was it? End of July.
Wait, what?
Mid July. We have in Leicestershire we have something called July Fortnight. Okay, And in July fortnight, I don't know if it was a thing to make holiday prices cheaper. Everyone in Leicestershire went on holiday in July fortnight because we finished 2 weeks before
Anyone
the rest
else?
of the country.
Right.
And it's kind of stuck. And we still get, I thought they'd abolished, because when I was teaching in FE, we didn't get July fortnight. So I assumed that July fortnight had disappeared, it had gone, it was no longer a thing. But no, it still is. So Darcy's been off a few weeks. Not that we've seen her this week.
Did she go back last week of August or something?
She goes back 24th, 25th of August, yeah.
Right. Okay, so they're like, right, okay.
And giveth with one hand, taketh with another.
Well, yeah.
There's something burning. I swear to God, I can smell.
Probably got fire with all this fantastic summer.
Someone's having a barbecue.
I don't know, it's not really barbecue weather, to be fair.
Well, they're just taking advantage of the fact that it ain't raining.
It was earlier.
Yeah, I know.
What am I vaping on? Oh, I've pulled some old plastics out tonight.
No. Is that a Winston?
No, however, prior to that, I was Winstoning.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Any guesses?
Is that a bubble tank?
It is a bubble tank.
It is a bubble tank. The 0.1 building it.
Bloody hell.
0.1? Bloody hell. Direct lunging. What the hell?
It's the Sherman. The Sherman.
Sherman.
Oh, the Sherman.
But
Sherman tank.
It's the Ickle Sherman.
Okay.
And on that, those regulars of the show over the donkey's years will recall I have a mod that I fucking hate. Always have hated, always will hate. For some reason, I do have both versions of it.
Okay.
It doesn't have a touchscreen,
A mod?
does it?
It fucking does have a touchscreen.
Right.
Fucking useless.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I can guess what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Minikin and also Minikin, but that's dripping at the moment. So
Right.
I'm about to put it in a bowl of rice.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the Churchill decided to dump 8 mils of juice out of it. So
Oops.
hey ho.
Yeah, I'd be right. I'd be fine.
You can't beat the old stuff, can you? No.
So, and
I've killed a keyboard doing that last week.
you know what?
I killed a keyboard doing that.
Oh,
Kelly's pod was all burnt out, needed re-wicking. So rather than just mess around and re-wick hers, I'd got a spare pod, so I rebuilt that and just swapped the pods out. Left the pod on my desk, and my desk is a shelf, and the keyboard's underneath. The pod was full, and obviously the wick was almost burnt through. So yeah, it just dumped its load of juice all over the top of my desk, which then dripped onto my keyboard. So
it spuffed its load then.
it's hilarious. It's a wireless keyboard. It does work. You plug it in, but when you type, all it brings up is 1s, 2s, and 3s. That's it. Doesn't matter what key you press, it's gonna come up with either a 1, a 2, or a 3. That's it. It's completely random. I'm like, so that's gone in the bin.
So you're okay if you're writing for Sesame Street, but other than that, you're a bit stuffed.
Yeah. So yeah, for the count, and I can literally, if they get to 4, I'm screwed.
And moving on.
So yeah, sorry.
Pioneer for BP Mods.
Whee!
I'm gradually working my way through the Phoenix. I'm gradually scratching all the paint off. I will get there.
Are you doing that on purpose, or is that
Just
really?
for comparison, that's mine.
I've got the top bit off. Gradually over time. I'm going to get there.
Yeah. Oh, you'll have a perfect stainless steel Finnick soon.
Oh dear.
Working on it.
And then you're going to just polish it up so it's shiny.
I'll hydro dip it or something daft.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I have to take the board out first, just saying.
Ah,
That'd be right.
Nah, a bit right.
be all right. Is that gallons of liquid through it?
The board probably should come out on that.
And what you got inside it?
Got some screws.
Mint. 50-50 mint. And I'll go to
Mint.
in the Sherm Blueberry Jam Monster.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Do I have to pass it or?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go on.
Let's go with Dave then.
Cool. Right, I have got. Start with that. I've got my Vape Smarter, nice and shiny, with a Dwar MTL on top of that, and inside that is the DSV Cherry Coke, and I have got the SVBRS with a. What is it, Berserker? Why do I always want to say that? It's a Dead Rabbit MTL RTA on top.
You always say, yeah.
I always
call
say the
that a
wrong
berserker, and you call the blotto a.
It does look like a berserker.
Bonza.
I thought that was a berserker.
It does look like one. That's the
It
thing.
does.
Yeah, it's got the big dead rabbit on the front of it. So I've got that. Inside that is the Wham Bar flavour juice, which is starting to taste more like Wham Bar now as the week's going on. So it's quite good, and that's good. And I will still say that is the best budget MTL RTA you can get at the moment.
What, the berserker?
Yeah,
The dead rabbit.
dead rabbit. Yeah, they have just bought out a new Berserker actually, but I could never get the fucking
they?
thing to wick. Yeah.
No, I do remember getting it to wick once, and it was like, oh, this is amazing. And then the next time I re-wicked it, it was fucked. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You had to be really fine with the
Yeah.
wicking. You couldn't. It'd just flood and dump if
If it was too much, it flooded. If you'd got yeah,
too
if
much
it's
cotton
too
in it,
much,
you just
would
get dry hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can never get that, but yeah. And I've also got the SVB M18, all blue now because a new nice blue bottle. So it's all blue now. I just need to actually contact Niall at some point and get a blue door for it, and then it'll be complete. And that's got the nitrous on top of that, and inside that is the delicious strawberry
Who's it that
cream.
sang that? Steve something or other. The blue door. Behind the blue door.
Yeah, Shaking Stevens.
That's the one. See, I knew it was Steve something or other. There you go. Sorry.
all I got was rock bags and there's somebody at the door.
There's somebody at the door. There's somebody.
Yeah, so that's everything I'm on to that. So Chandler, what have you
That
got
was
for
quick.
us this evening?
Me?
Just very quickly, I don't know if it's because Chandler tagged me in a post on SVB, but that's all I seem to have seen this week is just SVB. I'm like, ooh, maybe I'm getting the SVB itch back.
Yeah, those
M21. If you've got the nice RDA, fits nicely in the hand now. He's got the curved side on it.
You can get a curved one. You can get the nylon ones now as well. You just start doing them.
Any McCarter ones?
No, have you not seen the engraved ones?
I'm not a big fan of engraving.
You're not a big fan, are you not?
Engraving, laser etching, it's all just a bit.
Oh, okay.
Not for you.
Mackie, it's not for me, no. Mr. Payne, I nearly messaged you in the week. I've got a client that's got a warehouse in Northern Ireland, and I've got to do 2 visits a year over there. And I did a search, and I'm about an hour and a half away from you.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. I might have to catch up, mate.
Awesome.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry, Chandler. What are you
That's
voting?
all right. Probably Mr. Pugs' fault, but I saw it on SVB because Nigel put a post of his noisy cricket.
Yes, because they're very hard to come by, aren't they?
They're very hard to
Very
come
rare.
by. It's it's not people don't have like 2 of them or maybe even 3.
Yeah, 2 of them or 1 spare in a box.
Yeah, I've
No,
got.
it's not even the OG, so it doesn't count. It's not series, it don't count.
It's not. Yes, it is. Well, it can be.
It can be, it's not though. Out of the box, it's not series.
Not until you flip the thing at the bottom, then it's a series.
The OG, the original.
Yeah, because it's got it's.
It was just a
actually-
pointless mod, let's be honest.
Well, it was the original noisy cricket was just pure mech, wasn't it? It was just push the button and it just went bang. Or
Literally.
yeah. Whereas at least this one's got a little bit of protection on it. If you got a battery short, it won't fire, which is quite handy. So I've got on there. Mark was going old school tank, so I didn't know, but I've got the Squape X Dream on there, and I have actually it's got an extension tank on it, but I have actually taken 2 of the extension tanks off because it was a bit silly.
To be fair, it doesn't actually. So all the extension tanks were on that picture that you posted.
The picture that this has got 1 extension tank on it. The picture that I
Yeah.
posted had got 2 more, so there was
Yeah.
3.
But it didn't actually look that in the picture. It didn't look that much bigger from what you've got there.
Oh, okay. That is definitely shorter.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. But yeah, like I said, it just in the picture, I was just like, has that really got 3 extension tanks on it?
No, this one's only got 1 on it, but the other one, I'll put the other 2 back on for next week. Hey, that'll be.
Yeah, if you can find enough juice to fill it, yeah.
It takes 10 mil when it's got all 3 on it. It's crazy.
Want to make sure your wicking's all right when you do that.
Yes. Well, no, it's quite handy because you can literally just, if I can get it halfway, and the tank holds the juice.
I was just waiting for that to go wrong and go all over your other keyboard.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Closes it all off. So yeah, it's cool. So yeah, I did post saying it was the Enduro, but that's the next one. It's not. It's the Extreme.
I've got the Enduro, but
So-
I've got the TL one, and I'm not a massive fan of it.
Not tight enough.
No.
The drawback on this one is it weeps ever so slightly out the bottom.
Yeah.
So every now and again, I just have to mop the bottom with a tissue, but it doesn't seem to be as bad as I remember it being. I don't know whether I'm doing something different or what, but yeah, it's fine. I'm enjoying that actually, bizarrely. And because of David doing something, which I'm sure he'll tell us about in a bit.
I wasn't going to mention it at all.
You weren't going to mention it at all. Oh no, I've screwed that up for you now. Obviously, Borrows were getting a mention, so I've dug out the BP Insider. So I've got the BP Insider in there, and
Is that like a limited edition one, isn't it?
that's got
The Vapor Bay.
That's the Vapor. Yeah, got
Yeah.
that one from Vapor Bay, so it's got the Vapor Bay logo on it. And that's got the 3.5 mil airflow, so it's all direct lung. And it's very good, actually. Oh, cloudy.
I've never DL'd a billet.
No,
You've
neither
never
have I.
DL'd a billet?
No.
Really?
No, I tend to go around the 0.8 airflow. Don't get me wrong, I probably could.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I've
the
got a
insider,
Pioneer,
the insider
so I
comes
could
with
do
a
it.
0.8 airflow in it.
I think I've got
Airflow
an
pit.
insider
So
somewhere.
I had got it set up direct mouth to lung actually, but I thought no, it's got quite a big build deck in it, so basically I put the same coil in there that I've got inside the scrape. So
Wicks really well as well.
So yeah, it does. And I've got the Tipsky mud.
That looks familiar. Did I used to own that?
I don't know. It came from Marksky.
That's why it looks familiar.
There you go. You've seen it from Marksky probably. So, and it's got the nitrous 24mm RDA, sorry, with tank. There you go.
Was watching old videos on YouTube the other day. Guess who turns up in Vapor Expo Fest 2015? Yeah, that'd have been me. I'd probably have been vending. 2015?
2015? Blimey. Sounds about right.
3, yeah. That I'd have been vending. Yeah, I'd probably been on both, to be fair.
2015? That was probably one of my... I can't remember whether it's 2015 or 14, my first one.
15, I think, was the year that we flew the Yanks over. It was
if I did go, I didn't know you. I didn't know you at that point.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes.
2015.
Oh!
No,
But when Benny and everyone came over
that
from...
would have been 2016.
Was that 2016?
2016.
Darcy was only born in 2015.
Yeah, you knew me before we had Darcy, didn't you?
No.
Of course he did.
No, we didn't. We started the business after we had Darcy.
But I knew people before we started. Oh, whatever.
We didn't.
Cold.
I can't remember.
No, Chandler, you couldn't possibly have known me.
I do remember that seeing you at the expo was when Stu brought out the Vulcan.
That was 2016. That
was 16, was it?
That might have been 17, actually.
Might have been. No,
he was on Dale's stand, wasn't he?
Yes.
He was on Dale's stand. I was either 16 or 17.
Yes, because he was on the end of... Yeah, he was on one side and Dale was on the other.
Was that the first time? No, that wasn't the first time I met you.
I must have met you the year before, but that seems to stick out in my head. I must have seen you the year before, but I can't remember the stall the year before. I think you had your own stall the year before. That would have been 2016.
First 50. I'll tell you. Carry on. Let me
That's all right.
go through my photos. Let me search by date.
Yeah, but I can't remember what your stall was like that year, so that's why I can definitely remember the one the year after. So,
shall I quickly say? Oh, you still got stuff. Sorry.
It's all right. I've got the delicious apple tart in the Marksky.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Lemon tart.
That's the one.
It's lemon. It's yellow. I keep calling it feckin' apple tart. It's not. It's lemon. It doesn't taste anything like apple.
It must be quite a sweet lemon then for you to.
It is a very. It reminds me more of a lemon meringue tart because it's got that sweetness to it. So it's kind of a lemon meringue pie almost.
Nice.
And I know Mark said he'd got blueberry jam. I've got my blueberry concoction. There is no point in me waving the bottle at you because it's
your blueberry sour.
It's not got
sweet and sour.
It's got sweet in it. This one.
But I thought it had some sour in it as well.
I don't think I put sour in it. But it's got blueberry. It has got blueberry jam in it. So it's got blueberry jam and a blueberry cotton candy. So
it was. I'll send you the photo.
Shall I quickly say hello to chat?
Yeah, say hello to chat.
Right, we've got Gareth Martin in. We've got Benzil. We've got Savage Simon. We've got Mr. Martsky, Mike Haynes is in, Scott Wood is in, Billy Lee Rice is in, and David Payne, obviously, was said hello to him earlier, and Mr. Intense is in, Vaping Snowman, and Jay's Vape Reviews, and
Oh,
Mark
my word.
H. I think I may have said already, and I think that's everybody. So hello to all of you. Jay's Vape Reviews. I remember first time meeting Mark and looking up. Everybody does that.
Who said that?
Jay's Vape Reviews.
Yeah.
So the first image I've sent to you was 2016.
Okay, I've now got to try and find out where it went.
That was our team in 2016, and then 2017 is the second photo.
So Simon, how's the Luscious Dave? I'm enjoying it a lot. I think the raspberry white chocolate is my favourite so far, but I am enjoying the strawberry swirl as well because it reminds me of the Capelli sweets.
That was the yeah.
Ooh, Mr. Haynes, you've set me up with rogues now.
Yes, a couple of rogues as well. Not had them in rotation for a wee while.
I'll have to dig my rogue out. Original rogue. I know there's a photo of me and you together. You've got your headphones on.
Yes. Yeah, and you did a was it a selfie with you? I look tiny, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Mr. Intent says you look so young and innocent, Mark.
Who does?
Mr. Intent says you looked so young and innocent.
I was.
Oh, there you go.
I was a nice guy then.
There you are. So this one, the first one you sent me, is I've just put up. That was the 2016.
That was the team in 2016. Yeah, that
Okay.
was
Which one are you, Mark?
the short one in the middle with the glasses.
Blonde hair, long.
So bearing in mind,
the one with the pink mech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from this country,
Mm.
there's me at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Martin to the right, if you're looking at it, my left,
Yeah.
and Creative Creations on the far left. The rest of them were all from the States.
Oh wow.
That was our team from 2016. That was the Scoundrel team.
Okay. Cool.
That snapback though.
Oh. And
Corrosive was Gab. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's Gab.
there's a few faces that I know in there.
Yeah,
Ah, look at that one.
that was the following year.
That's the one I remember because the
Fucking hell, there's some faces in there. You got Teshi in there. JB's in there. Phil's there.
there's Phil.
Huh. There's a few who we don't mention.
Where did we not mention?
Not telling you.
I was going to say I actually thought that was Paul, third from the right, just because of the flat cap,
Who?
the flat cap and the beard. I thought that was Paul.
That's Man Mountain.
Sorry.
Right in the background with the cap on backwards. That's Jamie Hargraves. Oh.
No. Third from the right with the flat cap on.
Well, that's
That's Scott.
Is that Scott?
That's Scott. That was caused by Scott.
Oh, okay. Is it?
That's Scott, yeah. Scott Kingston.
First glance with the
That was it.
flat cap on, I went. I thought it was Paul, but that's not a flat cap, is it? That's
No,
a
baseball
baseball
cap.
cap.
Yeah.
Snapback, bruv.
Yeah.
Time,
Sorry.
time to get your eyes tested again. John.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Just look. Anyway. Right. Shut up. But yeah.
So what year was that?
That was 2017. But if you look at this, is the end of. If you look at the size of that unit, the size of that, I was double-sided. The amount of juice.
Yeah.
I was back there. I think that 2016, we took a stupid amount of money. Is that Vic in the middle? No. Which one? You've got Dale with the flat cap, who owned the Yorkshire Vapor, and then Chris to the left of it. Chris JB.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were the days.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. 2017. That may have been when I first started going to it. I might have gone to the October one in 2016. I think.
I think this was only when there was only one a year.
Only one a year.
Yeah.
I think I briefly went to
Started
went
off,
2016. And I did. That was when I wasn't talking to anyone, so I literally walked in, walked around, and walked out again. And then I think 2017 was when I actually started talking to people and stuff.
As Marsky just said, you don't get stands like that at events now. Pretty sad. Germany this year didn't even have anything like. Honestly, they were incredible. Dale Wilkinson.
Yeah.
Look, he does. What, with the flat cap and the glasses and the body warmer on? Sorry, the gilet.
Yes, the gilet.
Definitely Dale. 100%.
Yeah, there he is, in the middle. There you go. Just putting it back up again, just to make sure.
No. And I get it's as. I think it's improving, isn't it? I think from what I've heard.
It was definitely better this time. Hopefully October will be even better again, because October was more sort of for fans last year. So
is it ever going to be as it was?
No, never. No, it will never be as it was ever again, because there's just not the UK based companies for it, and there's not the
lie back, Dave. How does that make you feel?
I think because
Yeah.
that's the voice I make anytime I'm trying to think of something. My pitch goes up. It's weird because I came in right at the tail end of the really big times.
Yeah.
So I wasn't there, but obviously I was there when you went and you had all of like the big stands with all the mechs and everything on it. And now you've got to hunt to try and find someone selling hardware.
God, they used to throw them off the stage. You had to, if you were walking past the stage, you had to pay attention, otherwise you were hit by a glass bottle. When did TPD kick in? When did TPD kick in?
16?
17.
17?
Yeah. No, we got 16 fine. It was 17 the short fills.
17 it kicked in. Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
That's all right. You had to be careful. Things thrown off the stage.
That 2016 Joe the Connoisseur, the mech that we launched.
Yeah.
We threw 50 of them off the stage.
50.
50. With a retail of £200 a pop. We threw 50 of them off the stage over 2 days. It wasn't all in one. And for stage time, cost you £2,500 for 5 minutes.
What?
Yep, £2,500 for 5 minutes.
And these days, I think they force people to go on the stage as part of the agreement.
Yeah, you've got to go on stage and give something out. That's why the printed.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, they charged you to give stuff away.
Yeah, that's how much it's changed now. I'm pretty sure they make a stipulation that you have to.
Honestly, it was the connoisseurs. I don't remember. They came in a black tube with a top on them.
I never saw the packaging, so I don't know what they came in.
I think I binned all the ones we had.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
So were there literal fights going on in front of the stage?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
200
We
quid
did.
through the air.
There were. I remember because there were pre-TPD, it was 30 ml glass bottles with the
bottles.
droppers.
Yeah.
So there was always glass on the floor from bottles that had broke.
We
And
used to do on Insta, sorry.
if you weren't paying attention, you got hit by a glass bottle and it fucking hurt.
I think someone actually complained once about getting hit by a bottle.
Yeah.
We used to do a beginning and end of each day. We used to do a giveaway, and these weren't just connoisseurs. These were limited edition £1,000 mods. These weren't.
Wow.
These weren't. These were special edition runs.
Yeah.
And we'd announce on Instagram. New thing. And I remember our first one was Apple. First person to bring us an apple.
Oh, okay.
Will take. Look. And literally, we had hundreds of people literally throwing apples at us.
It's a good job you didn't say eggs then, isn't it, really?
It really is, yeah.
Yeah. I could have been bad.
Should have said donuts. That would have been good.
God. Yeah. £10
We could have
notes.
said £20 notes and people would have thrown us to us.
Oh, yeah.
For what we were giving away.
Yeah.
People,
Jesus.
Bloody
Eva
would, no?
Gumlade.
There you go. It's changed since our day. It was.
Do you know
completely
you have
different.
like school reunions and stuff?
Yeah.
We ought to do. I know a lot of the people have disappeared from the industry now, or aren't as prevalent in the industry as they were. But what is that noise?
Chandra's playing with his door.
Sorry.
Glad it was your door.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realise the microphone was picking it up.
Anyway, whenever I come on, we always end up reminiscing.
Yeah, we do, don't we? Sorry.
That's all right. It's fine.
And I know a lot of these newbies don't care for.
But I think, yeah, just to keep going, I think I think Vape Expo is going to end up more like Vape Fest with the stalls. No, just in the Ohm Zone bit.
In the Ohm Zone, possibly.
So
yeah.
forget the rest that back in the day was mainly British companies and the odd Chinese manufacturer was there. You might get Smock or Inakin or whoever may be there, but they were sorely outnumbered. It's now the other way round.
We can have John Martin with a megaphone throwing things off the.
Yeah,
He should be the announcer in the Ohm Zone. Right?
And a raffle. We need a raffle. The Ohm Zone needs a raffle. Definitely.
But back in our day, it'd be a Frankie, and you'd join a queue, and you'd buy a 20 quid raffle ticket, and
a chance to buy a mod.
And then the next thing you know, you've got a £5 mod in your hand.
Yeah, and they're like, okay.
There was 250 quid. Flippy days. Flippy days.
And Mike Haynes says Vaping 101 is talking about having a meetup.
Vaping 101. Okay. That likely to be in Scotland.
Yeah.
Because they're in Aberdeen? What do you think?
I know that Chris is where, yeah. So there's just a reason for Steam Prugs and his mates to go on the piss for a weekend. To be fair, nothing's changed.
Yeah, that always used to be what it was all.
If it's not Pugs.
That's the thing, because obviously Mr. Intense will know, but back in the day it was a case of you'd go in, have a quick walk around the thing, and then go straight out to the Wetherspoons.
Yeah.
And that's where everybody was. But now people just tend to sit in the Ohm Zone because it's right next to the bar.
Yeah.
You see, we used to, I've probably said this before, we used to book out a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
An entire Chinese restaurant, and they'd allow us to vape, they'd allow us to Um, it was a bit clicky, to be fair. You had to be
Okay.
Mm.
in a
had to be-
click
you had to be
somewhere to
in the
get
know.
in.
Yeah.
But no, it was great. I remember the first time, one of the first times I went, it was before I exhibited. I got an invite into it, and I remember walking in, and it was like vape celeb after vape celeb after vape celeb, and it was like,
Yeah. Back in the days when we were all impressionable, and the first time we saw like our favorite reviewer, we were like,
but back in the
It's
day
like,
when
I
Big
only
Tom-
ever seen him on telly. Back in the day when what?
nothing. I was going to be rude about Tom, but he's not here to defend himself.
Oh, okay.
I'll say Chandler's still like that with Grim Green.
Shocking. Quite happy
Bless-
to go up to
bless ya.
Vaping Bogan. It's like, oh, all right, and yeah, but for some reason I see Grim and it's like, I can't talk to him. He's important.
Really?
Yeah, really, and I know it's in my head. I know I can go up and say, "Hi, you all right?" But you know, yeah.
That's right. He is your unicorn.
It was, yeah. I get you 69 and Grim Green. That was when I was the most starstruck when I met Scott Bonner. And bless him, I think he was the most shell shocked. It was at a vape fest, and I think he was more taken aback by the attention he was getting than anything else.
Because he's quite a quiet person.
He
isn't
is.
he?
Yeah,
Naturally.
yeah.
So it would have been a lot for him to just all these people going mad.
Did you ever go to Vape Jam?
Once, yeah, I've been once, twice. No, I've been twice.
Wasn't Vape Jam where you interviewed Grim and Ruby Roo?
Yes.
And the Ideal Home Show lot put stickers all over Jimmy whilst you were trying to do an interview.
Was that Jam?
Yeah, that was Vape Jam. Yeah. Wasn't impressed with Vape Jam, but I think this was just after TPD. It was about 2018-19.
You see, Vape Jam was very much, again, very clicky. To be able to exhibit there, you had to suck someone off. To be fair, it was a lot like Fest. To be able to exhibit at Fest, you had to have had someone balls on your chin to.
Wasn't
had to-
the people
Whose
that
balls
went
did I have? John Martin's, definitely, all day long.
It wasn't Jam. I think people used to say Jam was much more basically more juice than hardware.
It was, but it had a completely different atmosphere.
Did.
It wasn't. It was very. It felt very corporate. It was what a trade show should have been.
It
Right.
felt more.
It was a proper trade show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It did feel more business orientated all the way. There was
Kind of like Expo's turned into.
yeah, because I think when we went was the first. I think it might have been the first time they had a modders gallery, where they had half a dozen modders, selling their wares. So.
I was thinking it was going back, but the old days of Expo was when you go around Expo, go to the Weatherspoons, and that's where the real modders were, and they'd come out with their suitcases.
The metal flight cases.
That particular. Do you remember? And I'm probably speaking out of turn, but I don't give a fuck because he was a cunt. So Dale was the European distributor for Rogue.
Right.
Okay.
And he'd, when I say spent a lot of money on stock, he had spent
A lot of money.
hundreds of thousands of pounds on stock.
Jesus Christ.
But he'd flown Mark over from Rogue to be on the stand to Mark's here.
Yeah.
Rogue's here.
to promote it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Mark did. He brought a suitcase over, a briefcase over, and was selling out of his briefcase. At that point, Rogue lost its UK distributor.
I would imagine it would have done.
And
Wow.
you found a lot of Rogue mods being sold for £20-30 a piece because they were determined to destroy the brand in the UK.
Yeah, that's not on.
Ouch.
But it was very, very cutthroat back then.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Did you see the news this week? That
The article that you sent us.
Bring it up, Chandler. Go on.
Bring it up.
okay? So the headline of this. Whilst we're waiting on Chandler. The headline is: Hong Kongers urged to stare at smokers in a disapproving way to help create a tobacco-free city. So basically, if you see someone smoking in the street
Back on.
in Japan, you give them a dirty look.
Oh, yeah.
Not Japan, Hong Kong.
What did I say?
You said Japan.
What did I? What?
Because it's in Hong Kong, you said. That's
Oh.
not Japan. Sorry.
Hang on. No, it's not that one. It's not that one.
Do you want the link again?
No, I've got the link. I'm just trying to bring it up.
Oh.
I thought I'd got it. That particular screen captured already, but no.
No.
Yeah, but as I mean, that never worked in the UK though, did it? Because as smokers, we would get looked like that all the time, standing outside a pub or whatever, and people would walk past you, giving you a dirty look because they're annoyed by the smell.
Yeah.
That would just encourage me. I'd if someone did that, I'd literally blow smoke in their face.
That doesn't work for cyclists. You're not driving close enough to them, Mick. So the subtext: Professor Lo Chung Mao, the territory's health minister, said someone who lit up in a restaurant would be unlucky to hit back. Would be unlikely to hit back if everyone stared at them.
Okay, I've gone and put in a browser source. Fuck me.
Sorry, I did that. Yeah,
Okay.
except the cookies.
Yeah, well, I can't because it's not a. It's a browser source on OBS, so it won't let me click on it. Fuck.
I do it in the main window. Click it. Got it? Click it.
I'm clicking the fucking thing. Yeah, view option. No, that one. Aha. Oh. Right, that's it. Yeah, I want to remove that. I'm going to add a window capture.
I mean, but anyone in chat, do you think that would stop you from smoking or vaping if someone gave you a dirty look?
Fucking stings, doesn't it, mate?
Mike Haynes says he saw that an anti-vaping CDC report has had to be retracted.
Good.
Probably means they weren't scathing enough, and the tobacco companies wanted their money back.
They've started again, haven't they? All these hate campaigners.
Yeah. There's been a few because they're going on the disposable bandwagon now in the UK. A few of them have started.
Yeah, I did like that. They've got a chap from the council on, and he actually made a point. I saw the full news report, and he was going, "We're not against vaping at all because it does help a lot of people quit smoking, and it's better for you than smoking." And he actually said that at the beginning. But later on, when they were just using it and as a short filler, guess what they cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't argue with the guy that they'd got on. And he's going, look, if you chuck them in a bin and they get crushed in a bin lorry, they explode. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They're lipo batteries. What do you expect? Yeah. So
Mick Blizzard says, I love a dirty look while I'm vaping.
steady on.
Each to their own.
Do you push back, mate?
I'm trying to work out whether that was vaping or whether he forgot to put the F. He maybe put a V instead. I don't know. But,
Okay.
oh, Matt Waits is here. Good evening, Matt.
All right, Matt.
Has Grim finished then?
Macho.
Yeah, I think he must have done. Yeah. Must have stopped going live now, so. Oh, dear. So, yeah, I like that. If you light up in a restaurant, everybody's got to. I like the bit. I like the bit where it said, "Yes, we've learned that we don't need police to tell us how to queue for a bus. We just form an orderly queue. So we need to do the same for smoking. If someone lights up and they shouldn't, we should stare at them."
Yeah.
That's quite a British thing to do, isn't it? It's like, we'll not say anything, but I will look at you with disdain.
Can you imagine that? Go up to Liverpool or something and just like give them a look. Let's be honest, you're going to get shanked, ain't you?
Are you looking at me? That was supposed to be my Liverpool accent. That was shocking.
Yeah, I just imagine just getting off the tube at Brixton Station, walking on the street, giving people the evil eye as they're smoking. You wouldn't make it to the bus stop.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. Wow, bloody hell. Oh dear. Joy.
What else have I missed then? What else you got for me?
What else have we got? Shall I go into my VVIP?
Oh yeah, your free shit. Sorry, your winnings.
My free shit. Shall we talk about that then?
Oh dear. Hang on. Because.
Oh, he's got a screenshot of this, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's saved the pictures from the earlier. So every now and again, those of you that know, Mark Todd does a charity raffle, and I like supporting charities raffles, so I always enter them and never expect I was going to win. And this weekend I won, and I think I've just about got over the shock of winning now, because it was like that. I mean, he's in the chat. Mick Blizz was the first guy. Obviously, Mick Blizz has got a hotline to Mark's videos, and like 10 seconds after it being published, he was like, "Congratulations on your winning." I'm like, "Really? Really?" And then went and watched the video, and I have watched that video several times, because the way Mark laughs when he announces my name will live with me forever. Just the laugh.
Describe the laugh, Dave.
It was, it was one of those laughs where he was just like, it just took him back, because the eyes closed and he was like, ha! It was a full on took him back. God bless him. But yes, so I have a nice little
look at how
billet box.
shiny that is. It's not a billet box.
No, it's called. Well, it's a borrowed device. It's called the Hoco E. It's by Mod Corporation in Spain. And when I found out how much it is actually worth, I almost turned around to Mark and said to him, just put it in the shed yard and try and get more money for it. Because I was instantly like, that's too... I know it's going to sound weird, but part of my head was like, that's way too fancy for you.
Hang on, question. So something's only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. What did you pay for it?
Yeah, I didn't pay anything, but I donated £30.
There you go. So it's only worth 30 quid. You can live comfortably now.
Exactly, and that's what I've said to myself in my head now. I will happily be able to use this, take it out with me.
Can you use the die codes?
I actually watched Bogan's review of the same device, and he shows you how to do the menu. So yes, I'll be able to work it out. Basically,
you do need the manual for the first 6 months.
Yeah, well, no, it's fine. So long as I can set it to 12 watts, then I'm fine. I'm done.
Oh yeah,
I never need the menu again. Because it's literally just going to be MTL all the way. So yeah, so I won this, and It does also come with a fully engraved steel aluminium borrow
To go in.
tank with it as well.
That's because it's got the sides of the borrower exposed, aren't they? So
Yeah, and that alone was more than most mods that I purchased just for the borrow. Like, okay, but yeah,
you're looking at
have
well
to
into
know
three figures just for the borrow, aren't you?
I'm going to say, what's the ERP on it?
So the ERP on that one is 420 euros, and it's 100 euros for the borrow tank, which is like shit.
Yay! Are you going to add it to the house insurance?
No, like I said, just like Mark said, as far as I'm concerned, that's 30 quid mod.
That's 30 quid. Yeah.
I've got to say that in my mind, otherwise I would just open the box and look at it every now and again. For me to be able to use that, I have to have it in my mind that this isn't a precious thing. It's a mod. It's for vaping. Use it. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then one day put it into another auction or something like that, or another raffle or something.
So there's one word. No, it's not even a word. just go all flipper on it. Just go.
I couldn't. I honestly
suddenly appears in one of the Facebook groups at like 700 quid.
I honestly couldn't. The only thing I could ever do with it is if I ever did decide to get rid of it, I would probably put it in the shed yard and put it in for charity, and whoever wants it puts the money into the charity pot, because I think this mod deserves to carry on the charity tradition, because obviously the people provided it to Mark and for review, and he said to them he was going to do it as a raffle, and they agreed to it. So I think it would be very I wouldn't be comfortable flipping it.
Honestly, Dave, modesty doesn't suit you.
I know, that's the thing. It's just it's my conscience. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm way too honest for my own good. I always have been. I always will be. I can't help it. Just it's like
I'm putting the billet box down. Sorry.
But yes, so that was my little bit of very big bit of good fortune. That's the first mod I've ever won in a raffle or anything. Because all the raffles I've taken part in over the years, I think I won some drip tips. I think once. Which are lovely drip tips, because they were by the mental modder himself.
But were they Gary Dibley?
No, they were Craig Nichols.
Ah.
They were even rarer. Yeah.
I can't.
Craig Nichols drip tips. Where are they?
I just happened to.
How is Craig? I've not. Is he?
He's doing all right. He doesn't really do modding stuff anymore because he's doing a lot of work, bless him. But yeah, it's still good.
He's in aerospace now, isn't he?
Yeah, and
that's one of them.
He makes those dioramas with model cars and what have you.
That's right.
Insanely good dioramas.
Yeah. His painting work puts mine to shame.
It's crazy.
Mind you, anybody's painting work puts mine to shame. But that ain't difficult to do at all.
What else is occurring?
So what? Let me have a look and think. Oh, there's the we're talking retro. The Atlantis GT tank by Aspire has just been released. So they've just released a new Atlantis tank.
Ooh.
Chandler, do a Google and you can find it.
Where's it gone?
Or I can just put it into chat.
Hang on a minute. I'm on the wrong screen, that's why. Ta-da! And... The Atlantis GT. There you go.
But they have actually brought out new coils for it as well.
It's about the 35 quid mark. There you go. And if you really want, look, they do offer a spare 2mm ridiculously thick glass tube if you want one.
Why would you?
They don't offer on
No,
this website. They don't offer the non-TPD stuff. To be fair,
I think it actually comes in the box.
does it?
I think in the box there is a
okay.
a spare glass.
Oh, is there? Oh, okay.
I believe.
All right, there you go.
I found a Cleto earlier.
Cleto.
Whilst we're talking about Aspire.
It's got 2 decks.
Oh.
This one. You've got one with a reduced airflow to go with it. There must be a picture of it with 2 decks.
Yeah. So there's no adjustable airflow. They just give you 2 decks. One restricted direct line, one direct line.
Yeah.
And Mark's riveted by it.
Hey ho. I've seen. There's a new Vaporesso. If I can spell it. Vaporesso. No, I can't remember what the damn thing's called.
Vaporesso, isn't it? Oh no. Yeah, Vaporesso.
Yeah, I can't type. Vaporesso. I'm sure it was called the Cross.
Mick says you just keep about the diecast. You just keep pressing buttons until you see what you're looking for. That's my theory on it on every computer I ever use as well. Just keep pressing buttons and something will come up eventually. And
X-Ross.
No, it's
and Matt Waite says now we get the entertainment of Dave trying to figure out the die codes.
I now can't remember what the damn thing's called. It's not the X-Ross because it comes in a. It's a 250 milliamp hour pod like the Cross, but it comes in a 1,500 milliamp hour power bank. And I was sure it was called the Cross.
I thought wasn't the didn't I remember there was one that that was it that one of the minikins had wireless charging, didn't it?
This weird thing I've got is that.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah.
For what it was worth.
Damn it!
The GTX was 1500 milliamp hour. GTX Go 4 T.
There it is. Ha! Just trying to see if. Anyway, let's click on one of the pictures. Oh, it's the COS. There you go. It hadn't got an R in it. It's called a COS. Basically, your pen drops in there, and you can slide it up and down using the slide on the front.
Slider.
And you can vape it in that mod, and you've got a 2,000 milliamp hour battery, something like that, something like 1,700 milliamp hours in the power bank, and 250 in the device itself. But it's got a there we go. That's better. I'm 21 plus. There you go. It's got a tank in it as well. So there's a tank on there that holds an 8ml of juice. Can you see? Just slide it up. And if you push the button, it refills the pod for you. So it's quite an interesting thing.
That's quite big though, looking at it.
It's quite big, but you can take you don't have to vape it in there. You can take it out and you've got 250 milliamp hour battery.
That's a clever way of getting around your 2 mil.
And then you drop it in, and it's 8 mil all told, and that decent sized battery, that's going to last you for bloody ages because it's mouth to lung.
How does it refill the pod?
Therein is the question, but it does.
It
Auto
must-
refill.
It must have like a valve on it, like a football. It
I
sticks a syringe in it, fills it up, and then pulls it out
It must
again.
do something because it makes a point of saying that it fills it up without any air transfer or. So yeah, 1750 milliamp hour. So you've got 2000 milliamp hours in total. Oh no, you haven't. You've got 1750 in total.
Right.
It must be like topping up brake fluid on modern cars.
It does something, but it was saying how it somehow fills the pod up.
Yeah, because there's some. Yeah, there's no. There's nothing on. There's nothing on that pod there that looks like it goes into the pod.
What's a cross hub?
The hub is the power bank that you put your cross stick in.
Oh, cross hub. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a like you said, clever way of getting around the 2 mil. And it's a pen device. So when you want to be discreet, you've got your pen device. So you can either just use it as drop it in, use it as a power bank, fill it up, pull it out, or you can actually vape it from holding the whole thing.
Has it actually got through the MHRA then? Is it actually being released in the UK?
Vape Club have got it on coming soon.
Right.
The only thing is, you're looking at around 75 quid.
Fuck off.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought when I looked at that and thought, oh, that's about 30, 40 quid, 45 at a push.
I'd say I'd say 40 quid is your limit for that.
Yeah, no, it's 75 quid.
No.
So
I'm just
great
intrigued.
idea.
I'm just intrigued to see how that refilling works because, yeah.
I don't know anything about. I don't know if the cost has been released by Vaporesso separately previously or anything like that. Because you can use that completely independently. It's got USB at the bottom. You can charge it up. But yeah, I thought it was quite a clever little weird thing.
It is. It's clever. It's innovative, which is nice to see. But yeah,
You don't have to carry a bottle of juice around. You just fill the pod up on there, and
yeah, and then when it leaks into the power bank,
yeah. Oh, we'll see. I thought I'd mention that because it's the first. It's one of the first things that I've gone. Oh, that's different.
yeah, that is different.
And it's like the complete opposite of a disposable. Albeit the pods are just disposable pods. There's no coils to change. It is just literally throw the pod away and get new pods. From what I can tell. But yeah, there you go. Oh, and you can have filters that are like cigarette filters that go on the top. Comes with 6 of those in the box.
What, you stuff them in the air hole?
Presumably, but it's to make it like a cigarette filter. Yeah, it's a paper filter
To make sure you get zero flavour.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, there you go.
Mike and Ike's.
Mike and Ike Megamix. What the hell is Mike and Ike?
Are they available in the UK now then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Came for Costco earlier.
Costco. I don't even know what Mike and Ike is.
I'll let you know in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the one thing I always love from it is Jolly Ranchers.
Well, Jolly Ranchers are great, apart from the watermelon flavoured ones.
I was going to say that's the only one I like is the watermelon one.
Aren't Jolly
love those.
Ranchers just like fruit polos?
They're kind of like they're fruit lozenges.
No, they're
basically.
lifesavers.
Oh, are they lifesavers?
That's
Right,
lifesavers,
okay, sorry.
No, the Jolly Ranchers are like
Oh no.
like, the sort of thing you get in Boots in a tin.
Oh, covered in powder. Yeah, I remember. Stuff
Sort of
my
thing you
nan had.
Yeah, your granddad
Boiled
used to have on the dashboard.
Yeah. In a little tin. Help yourself to the travel sweets.
Oh no.
The sort of sweets they only had if you were going somewhere. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Basically butterscotch. And here we have a live review of Mike and Ike's.
Yeah.
This
Are
is
they chewy?
This is like those YouTube videos, only it's middle-aged man tries sweets for the first time. The jelly beans.
They're not. They're like long jelly beans, but I've got the texture of jelly beans. Less crunch on the outside there.
Oh, okay.
Not feeling that.
Pink.
Paradise punch. That was nasty. Have you got paradise punch?
No,
Yeah, let me give you a paradise punch.
I like paradise.
Paradise
Hey, there you go.
punch.
She's trying to blag me. I bet it's got coconut in or something.
Don't you like coconut?
She's just-
No,
Like that.
I don't know. I'm not eating it yet.
It's in your gob.
I'm now go green when I'm going to try it. What are we doing?
This is content. Welcome.
We're trying sweeties.
Oh, you bitch!
Oh,
She gave me watermelon.
nice.
Hey, bet that's good.
Take it you like watermelon then.
Matt Waite says the Mike Ike's root beer ones are good.
Bitch.
Not
I
a
don't
fan of
trust you
watermelon.
anymore. Fuck off.
Did
I don't
you,
want
did you never bring out a watermelon flavour juice then?
one. No.
That explains why.
No, never.
How do you know the difference between Caribbean punch and blue raspberry?
One's blue raspberry and one's got coconut in. Right, the things that I detest: coconut,
Right.
banana,
Mm.
and pineapple on pizzas.
You like pineapple on pizza barely?
Pineapples. It's called a Hawaiian pizza. You can't have a Hawaiian pizza without pineapple.
You go to Italy and ask for a Hawaiian. They'll laugh you out the country.
What was that?
Blue.
That's nice. What shade of blue?
Blue. There's only one blue in the bag.
I beg to differ. The blue?
Are there two blues in the bag for some
Yes,
reason?
there is, Chandler.
Okay.
Is there a light blue and a dark blue? Are you
Yes,
playing
there
around
is.
again, Chandler?
Yeah.
Have we reached that point in the evening? Chandler's bored.
Now I noticed there was a message in the chat. You posted me the link to the GT.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ages ago.
Oh, look at this.
What?
Need to know.
Wait, what?
Pineapple for the win or pineapple for the bin?
Oh.
You like that?
Chandler, do you remember us do polls?
I do, but it only comes up on Twitch. How many people
Oh, yes,
have we
that's
got
true.
watching on Twitch?
None.
One.
Me.
None.
Yeah,
Yeah.
technically none because it's me. Oh no, there's two.
Billy Lee for the win.
Yay!
Yes.
Matt for the bin.
Matty.
Matt Waits.
So you can get him as ready then.
Fuck off, Chandler. You don't. Mr. Intense for the win.
Yo!
I would say pineapple on pizza. Yeah, put that in the bin.
No.
Do I vaguely remember us making an emoji, or was that for Twitch as well?
Right, I'm very confused right now.
Getting the bin was Twitch.
That was
Yeah.
Twitch, was it? All right. Okay.
No,
That's why I can't
yellow.
find it.
Only one yellow.
I don't know. I don't care.
I'm gonna have a celebration with pineapple.
Enjoy. They've been. Hang on, I'm been in.
No, you're not allowed to vote. You just told Sinan the Bing he can't have one.
Yeah.
He's had one.
I'm having a vote.
Have a smack in the mouth.
Win.
I definitely think that's pineapple for the bin.
No, for the win. I had more wins than bins.
Yeah.
Real pineapple bin, but in a vape. Yes. Ooh, interesting.
Oh no!
What's that?
In one particular vape, it is very nice. In Medardus.
Yeah.
Does it have coconut in it?
It does. You
Yes.
fucking
No.
hate it.
Bin.
Coconut
It's
and
a pina
pineapple.
colada. Yeah, it's coconut
Has
and
it
pineapple.
got a touch of fucking banana in there as well?
No, I don't think it has.
Ugh.
It based the pineapple taste, and Chandler said this tastes like the old pineapple cube sweets.
Yeah, the pineapple cubes.
There you go. Billy Lee is well on. She's fucking on one.
Wait, what?
Billy Lee has access to all of the emotes known to man. So
She's hunting for bananas now.
What about avocados? Just
avocado. The problem I have with that the only way I like avocado is in
Guacamole.
Other than that, I've tried it in a sandwich once. It just tastes slimy to me. It feels like I'm eating.
oh, they're
slugs.
horrible. It feels like a meat substitute.
It's just slimy and yeah.
Oh,
And Billy Lee found the bananas.
Talking of meat substitute, and I'm not going to say any more. But you have before next week, right? You have got to, and write this down. Sit down and watch The British Miracle Meat by Greg Wallace.
Okay.
Trust me.
Is this?
No, don't say anything. If you know anything about it, don't say anything.
I don't know whether I do or not. That's why I was asking. But
Greg Wallace, The British Miracle Meat. So the intro, the synopsis, with food prices soaring, Greg Wallace investigates a controversial new lab-grown meat product.
Yeah.
That its makers claim could provide a solution to the cost of living crisis. If you've seen it, don't spoil it. If you know about it, don't spoil it. If you've not heard about it or seen it, watch it. Seriously, watch it.
What channel would that be on?
It's on Channel 4.
Oh, okay, so anyone can watch it.
4OD, yeah. And tell me how far you get.
Before you suddenly decide you're never eating meat ever again.
No, tell me how far you get. And when you've watched it, you'll know what I mean.
Okay. Because I haven't seen it, but I've heard about the product. But yeah.
I honestly, I lasted about 10 minutes before I was like, and you'll know.
Okay.
I will give that one a look.
Watch it. Seriously. You'll probably only get 10, 20, 30 minutes into it. Turn it off.
Right.
Am I going to have nightmares from doing this?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is it possibly not the saviour that they make it out to be?
Just watch it. 1, it's fucked up. 2, it's fucked up, and 3, it's fucked up. It is fucked up. Mike, there is blood in it. There is blood in the meat. Man-made or not, there is blood in it. It is meat. You have to watch it to get it.
It's just grown in a petri dish, isn't it? It's using the same technology because they're trying to do this for organ transplants, aren't they?
All of these Wonder Burgers that all of the fast food places done are supposed to be like that style of meat, like grown meat.
Dave, watch it. Tell me when you watched it.
Yeah, it's weird.
On that note, I'm busting for a piss. Are we about there?
Yeah, I think we
Oh,
are.
we're there. We're there. We've hit 10
Yeah.
o'clock. We're there.
Yeah, I think we're done. So in that case, don't just live life.
Own me.
That's the one. Yay! In that case, hang on, outro. There we go. I'm ready to click the button now. In that case,
Right.
adios, motherfuckers.
Adios, motherfuckers!
Bye.
VTUK.